fucking assholes think they can tell me what to do. Fucking see pricks, assholes, stuck up fucking pricks. Yeah, you see that shit? That's what I think of you and your whole fucking community. Pricks. Yeah, have this. Paste. Since there's so much salt in this room, may as well add some fucking pepper. Pricks. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm not done. Dick pic. Yeah, my penis is still bigger than yours. It's a big unwashed fucking penis. There we go. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable, you dicks. Oh shit, I've been banned. Oh god, oh well. That was fun. I guess I'd better get back to the review. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing, wasn't it? Review. Oh god, I get carried away there. Hey guys, it's Lex here with another fragrance review. So this one I'm talking about the House of Diesel again. And this is the flanker to Fuel for Life. This is Fuel for Life Spirit, released in 2013 by Diesel. So this one doesn't really have that fancy thing. It's just kind of basic looking. But I kind of like this bottle. Again, it's the same style of bottle. It just looks really nice. And it's got that old school sort of Civil War packaging as always. So let's get a good look at the bottle. I'm going to adjust the camera here. Bottle design, it has Diesel Fuel for Life Spirit, used with extreme caution, which I always love to see. Information there, you've got your Diesel logo on the cap. And the difference here is, whereas the Diesel logo was on the original Fuel for Life, this one says Diesel as in the wording and not just the D, which is quite cool. So let me adjust this back. Now, what this one does smell like is L'Homme, YSL's L'Homme Parfum Intense. But this smells more like what this should like. And you can even sort of tell if you look at the colour of the juices. It looks much more rich in colour compared to the L'Homme as well. But colour doesn't always mean anything, so fair enough. Look at the colour of a yope, you know. so let's get ourselves started. Now, I'm aware in my previous video a lot of people were confused because I was sitting with my two wrists in the wrong things. I'm not even sure. I definitely noticed the difference between the two of them, but I'm not going to go at that shit again. That was giving me a goddamn headache. Oh, yesterday I had 4 hours sleep and I had to wake up and see that shit. Like, oh god. And that was after the video didn't upload. It didn't upload. It's uploaded and then stuck at 0%. I was sitting up to 1 AM like, yeah, it'll just be processing. No, it wasn't. I could have went to bed about 2 hours ago. Fuck it. Anyway, how's the spray on this one? Really nice spray as always with Diesel. So, lovely, lovely smell. Now, before I start on that, I'm going to go for granted here and talk about the notes, which I think helps the review a bit. So, the notes behind this perfume is Fabrice Pellegrini's fiery oriental fissure composition consists of a fresh citrus start, floral heart and woody base. Accords of grapefruit, bittersweet and cinnamon lead to the middle, orange blossom, iris and a base of amberwood and incense at the end. So it's already, from that description, you can tell they've put a lot of effort in a scent like this, you know. And I'd say this is probably one of the best flankers I've seen. And before everyone starts going, oh come on, it's Diesel, I'm going to explain why I say that and why I might not agree so much as, like for example, L'Ennui de L'Homme is one of the best flankers. It literally is the night version of the original L'Homme when you smell it. Excellent flanker. Shitty performance, but still an excellent flanker. So this one I get a lovely fresh smell, similar to this, but richer. A richer version of this with more going on. But that petrol vibe I mentioned, like berries dipped in petrol, dipped in gasoline, I mentioned about the original Fuel for Life, that is in there in the background. But it's not like they just changed a little bit and released it. It's in there in the background, but not enough to consider this a lazy flanker. It's in there to like remind us that it's a Fuel for Life flanker, but not to basically say, yeah, we changed one thing. So it's still in there, but it's got that lovely, and it's like orange sexiness, that ambery orange coming in here. I say orange, but you know, like golden ambery thing. It reminds me of something. Is it maybe a tiny bit like Jaipur Rome. Tiny bit. Don't go ape shit at me here going, it doesn't smell anything like it. I'm talking like 5%, but I'm kept picking that up. But it still has that vibe and that lovely ambery modern thing to it. It's really well done, and it's just enough balance of the original to remind you why you love the range, and enough going on that's new to, you know, modernise it so it doesn't seem lazy. And bear in mind, these were released years apart. 2013 for this, and the original was 2009, I think. So a good few years before these. So performance-wise, this is where it's a bit weird. Now, this is an older bottle, so this isn't a reformulation. But on me, I don't feel this is performing. Right now, though, it's really strong. Sometimes other people can smell this. I think it may be olfactory fatigue. When this came out, I got this in 2013, so it's an original vintage bottle in a way. It's not been messed with. It's a first sort of batch. And everyone in the dog says this is really strong, just like the original. This is really strong, and just like the original, I don't get performance, but it could be olfactory fatigue. Like I said, it has some of that metallic part of the original in there, that fuel part, gasoline. So it could be that. That could be the reason. But a lot of people, and I mean a lot, say that this is a heavy hitter. So I'm probably in the minority here. So I'm going to have to say it has good performance. But anyway, from my experience, this does last long. It lasts about 8 to 10 hours. Quite a bit more normally, but average about that, 8 to 10 hours, sometimes more, but even at that, 8 to 10 hours is still good. Projection wise, it seems pretty strong, but I can't really notice it. But if it was olfactory fatigue, you wouldn't be able to notice it because it's so damn strong. 1 million absolutely gold, perfect example of that. That is one of the strongest scents ever. You won't even realise that you'll think it's a skin scent when it's projecting. So this is probably what's going on with this. But on me, I feel this sort of dies out after about 2 hours and starts to really stick close to my skin. But sometimes people have commented on it later on. Other times they haven't. I don't know if it means they can't smell it or it just means they can and just didn't say anything, because I normally have had a drink in me when I'm coming home from work wearing this, or college or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But from what other people are saying, I'm going to say this definitely, most likely has good performance. I'm probably in the minority. I mean, the original, other people said was beastly. This one, people saying it's beastly, and this is a vintage. This isn't a reform version, so yeah. Now, how many sprays with this one? I'm going to recommend. I'm going to say, this is tough for me. I'm going to say 5 sprays maximum. Average it out about 5 sprays. Change for your weather and situation, you should be fine. Now, age group with this one. This one's age group, I'm going to say 18 and up. It's still young, but like I would actually say this is probably even more wearable than the original. And it's got less of a mature vibe in a way. I know the original sort of thingy, but I'm going to say, in fact, for both these 18 and up, I think it's a great, you know, you've turned 18, well in the UK here, you've turned 18, you can legally smoke, legally drink, and, you know, stuff like that, legally drive and all that. I think it's a sort of, a scent that really shows that, like, youth becoming adults. Yeah, in a way, that sort of describes the scent. It's young, but it's got that mature vibe, and just like the original. And that's why I love this range so much. Yeah. So, season-wise, where can you wear this one? Can you wear it in spring? Yes. Can you wear it in summer? Oh no. Autumn, winter. Basically, every season except for summer, this will be fine. I think this will be excellent for fall and winter, really. Spring, oh, my webcam's going a bit gimpy. What the fuck happened there? Logitech not responding. It'll probably be a Windows update. Windows 10 updated again, and it messed this up a wee bit, so we'll see. Windows 10's going through a lot of changes at the moment, so at least Microsoft are trying and updating the software, so we can't bitch too much. They are trying. So anyway, back to the review. What was it I was saying? God. Yeah, basically every season except for summer. I think autumn, winter's going to be great for this. Colder weather, definitely autumn, fall, this is really going to shine. Even in spring, but I would definitely say this winter, if you're wanting something to rock, this is a great option. Really good option. Moving on, situation-wise, can you wear this to work? I'm going to say yes. Now, this all depends on you. If this is as strong as people say, yes, it's wearable to work. You just put one tiny spray on the wrists and dab, 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 and that'll be you. Do not overspray it, you know. Like the original, the way this is most likely going to be using synthetic ingredients and stuff, but if you put too much on, it will smell like cheap hairspray. If you put just the right amount, you'll get everything this scent is. Less is more with this and the original. Definitely less is more. I never thought I'd find myself saying it, but less is certainly more. Yes, I'm wearing pyjama bottoms before someone points it out. SpongeBob pyjama bottoms. I'm actually about to go out for something to eat with my family, so I'm trying to make this short and snappy so I can get it done and edit it later on. So anyway, work okay. For a date, yes, this is really versatile, believe it or not, even though it is heavy. Because it has that young casual vibe, but it's still got enough in it to make it smell classy and not cheap. This will work for all sorts of dates. You're going to the park, this will work. You're going to KFC, this will work. You're taking it a bit serious, you're going to a nice restaurant, this will work. You know, really good for a date. And if it's your first date and you want to make a good impression, this is another excellent option. Like Diesel, as I mentioned, Diesel are nowhere near as popular as your Paco Rabanne and your Yope and your Lamal. So they're still sort of modern, but you won't be smelling like everyone else. It's still popular, but not popular enough that it's unoriginal, like, oh, another guy wearing that. So you don't have to worry too much about that, like you do with your Armani and stuff like that. For a club, excellent clubbing scent. Absolutely outstanding clubbing scent. You know, I don't go clubbing anymore. I can't avoid me a couple of times. It really isn't my scene. It's just trouble. You know, I'm, yeah, bad. Not really had a good time. Always ends up bad. But from what I know, it's like the sort of environment. It's how I can judge what a clubbing scent. I think this will be really good. And like I mentioned about the date thing, because not everyone are wearing it, it's unique enough that you'll smell different from the other guys. It's strong enough that it won't get drowned out by the guy wearing 20 sprays of 1 million. Unless it's vintage. You're fucked. Or Aventus Z01. Then everyone in the club's fucked. They go have to call the fire brigade. You know, oh god, gas mask on, you know. Bomb squad. Air pollution, you're getting fined. I think that's a real compliment. You're getting fined, you know, like Scarface. Oh, so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the guy. That's the guy wearing too much Aventus. Like, that's the guy. Give him a blowjob right now. No matter what gender you are. Anyway, for a clubbing scent, really good. Now, casual wear, excellent for casual wear. Good with a tracksuit, also good with polo shirt and jeans, something like that. Really good casual wear. And for formal wear, you've got a suit, you've got a formal event, you go dress up. This is also good for that. Like I mentioned before, it's got that casual vibe. You can wear it at 18. You can also wear it at 15, 60. It's got a lot going for it. This range, Fuel for Life, I think Fuel for Life certainly separates itself from Only the Brave. Definitely in light years ahead of Only the Brave, I would say. And I will be reviewing Tattoo, and I might even do Tattoo next and have a sort of Diesel marathon, since I love the house so much, and I really do. And before I sign off here, I'm going to say something that I think a lot of people probably want to punch me in the face, and some of you might agree with me, but as far as like a sort of iconic parts go, you look back at your Paco Rabanne Vintage and Kuros, I'm going to say I think Diesel is a bit more iconic to me than those, and that's not because of the thing, it's just because they totally represent, they really have a good job of representing the year that they're from. If you look at the original 90s Diesels, they look so fucking 90s. They're like something the Spice Girls would endorse, you know, they look so 90s, and you know, everything like that. And this just really brings out, oh god, it's not responding again. Ah, there we go. This just really brings out the sort of the way times were, the way things were changing in 2013. This sort of style of scent, and these came out at the same time too. Big massive high-end designer and a more casual designer, these both came out at the same time. So, you know, I think they do a really good job of that. I know a lot of people go punch me in the face for that, like, no way, there's nothing more iconic than vintage Kuros. But for me anyway, I think these do a really good job of representing their era. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'd really be excited to talk about this. It was a really tough choice. It was this and the Cool Water. I think Cool Water won the vote by like one vote, I think. But a lot of people voted for this. A lot of people. And Tattoo as well. So, as usual, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments. Send me a YouTube message. If you don't have a Google Plus account, contact me on Facebook and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And with the information I've given you today, move on and keep on smelling fly, because you now have no excuse not to. Don't buy this one, buy this one instead. This one's amazing, this one is dead. And this one will get you some head.